No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Virginia Tech's offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got his man on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to run it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got it in the middle, it's Simon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Hokies in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Hokies have this offense rolling.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The RPO, it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The Orange will have to punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Orange. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Syracuse, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He'll keep it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Hokies hit it quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They run the reverse. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They take over late in the to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. They're working that left side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cuse! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Syracuse, 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Zings it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this. Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Landry. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. And that one will put them up here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
Syracuse, 26.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Slithers into space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Landry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Landry. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. It's a draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. Good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Simon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hokies want to move quickly. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Oh, he's got a chance. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Red pass, it's complete. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Hokies! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Fresno State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got his man, makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for ball. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I mean, this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
The short hand, it's Landry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Landry. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Syracuse, 29.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Syracuse right back at it.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to pull his way out. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. They'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that one did not work. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.